welcome to MagicGatheringStrat. Meet Schmerglius deck here. He won the premier event on the 22nd of March. I think this might be some old Guides Blue control list, but I'm not sure. But I'm gonna take it for a spin. Let's see, Pauper. Classic version 3 problem. Say as. Schmergly MUC. Can't find it in the net decks, but we can find it in the local decks, I hope. I can't pause because I made the screen too big, so I don't see my pause window. Rookie mistake. And our opponent is Whisker. Always play first in Pauper, even when playing control. This looks good. So, gain massive card advantage. Preordain for more stuff. This looks pretty good. So now we don't have a counter, we have miscalculation, and we can miscalculate and think twice or accumulate at the end of his turn. So we can actually kill that guy. So we don't have to counter him. So let's cast the think twice. And then we can play miscalculation next turn. But then we have no counter. She slips through. Field Surgeon is not very interesting, is it? But we counter it. We kill the Soul Warden. And then we draw some cards or deprive. Interesting card. Okay, now we have to play Delver and flashback to think twice. Yes. So we're hiding behind the exclude. We can see if we get anything else interesting. I would love to play 2 Ona's Graces in this list. It's just 1, but it's a lot of card. 4 accumulated knowledge. I think we are supposed to use the exclude as soon as we can. Now we just ride this Delver to victory. Ona's Grade is such a nice protection from flood. Right. Here's 4 cards. Core Sanctifiers. Interesting. We are still winning the race here. Ooh! Speak of the devil. Smack face. Play Delver. And Grace at the end of his turn. Yeah, still winning the race. As he is not gaining life. Wow! I have never seen that card. Case of Justice. That looks freaking awesome. I think I used my counterspells too liberally. Okay. Flashback for 6. Yeah, he can flashback it. He can flash it back, but he doesn't apply any pressure, and in the long run, I think I'm good. And I think I played one too many lands. Repeal. Yes. Play the preordain. Put on bottom, put on top. And we're good to go. How much damage can you do? 5. He won't have time to kill me before I kill him. That is not okay. So do we return the Sanctifier? What if... Four. What if I draw a Spire Golem? Preordain setting up the win here. So we have to keep the island, but we can always graze it. No, we can't. We can graze it later, but we have to graze it now because we have to win. No, we have to not graze it. That's what we get. No, that doesn't help you. I've played against Whisker before. Shout out to Whisker. Okay. So what do we not want here? I want a Muldrifter against his deck, but he is very ground-based. Serrated arrows, of course. Well, the repulses and repeals, they don't do a ton. Repeal is very flexible though. The price sets me back so much. No, this is what I'm gonna go with. I'm not sure it was the right call. We shall see. Okay, this is early defense and exclude. I think this is good. So I should do it in response to him playing something. But now Piracy Charm doesn't work anymore. Which could be a problem. So something costing 1. The Schoolmaster must be countered. And then we have the exclude next turn. Double Piracy Charm. That doesn't sound like a good idea, does it? What the hell? Okay, suspend 5. Not impressed. And exclude on Miss Life Gain. There we go. Uh-oh. He's coming. Another veteran armor. That sounds perfect. Get his card. Guardian's Pledge. Delro's Secrets. Get his other card in his draw phase. Ah, no, Gaze of Justice. Flashback 6. 3 untapped white creatures. You don't have 3 untapped white creatures. Yes. Well, I think I could just make a run for it now. No, I can't. We'll just have to control things. Just like we are supposed to. I'll cast the thing twice here. And then cast it in response to something next turn. Soul Warden is bad. Really bad for us. He still has to get through somehow. And stop the card advantage machine. With just one Ona's Grace as well, I don't know whether to play. But I never really need more than 6 land. He can already attack. I think we need to counterspell the Suture Priest, so we are now falling behind. a lot, and he will hit us for a ton next turn. Which we can't do anything about. They can't raise a Soul Warden either. I think we're gonna lose this. Veteran armor is really strong. And we are at 5. And flooding again. But how does he attack here? We can really, if we kill one veteran armor, we can kill the other one as well. And that guy is just a 3/6, so I can block him. Wow, I need that Una's Grace so bad. I need that Una's Grace. Mr. Schoolmaster, of course. How about Curse of the Bloody Tome, actually? Because his deck is not very aggressive. I'll try that in the next game. Seems like I have a very strong defense here. It does attack. So we block like that. Killing both. Flip my Delver, flip! The Delver decided not to flip. But we are hiding behind a wall of golems. He just needs one land though, then he can cast the Gaze again. We don't have counterspells because we boarded them out. Maybe not the brightest idea, but something has to be boarded out. Maybe it's actually the Piracy Charms. But then I can't counter the early Soul Warden. So I don't know. No flipping that Delver. And now I'm in trouble. Pretty much have to find the Grace here, or Serrated will help a lot too, of course. Serrated or Grace? Well, what's this then? So, block and kill the Schoolmaster. How many lands? This is just 21 land. And I have drawn 11 of them in 35 cards. Well, that's not too strange. Now, I just die, I was about to say, but I'm not dying because he didn't attack with the Soul Warden. So I live yet another turn. Pruden, we want that guy and we want the repeal, but his casting cost is so huge that we can't. Wait a minute, we'll just... That was uncalled for. We'll repeal him and play the Delver. He now has 4 cards in his hand though, so he should have something to break my will. Maybe another Gaze of Justice. Ooh. Sanctifiers. Yeah. Boarding out counterspells, probably not a good idea. Repeal and Repulse didn't feel super useful here. How about going fully defensive? So we give up trying to win with Delvers. We do the old... Where are my spy golems? Am I... The hell? Okay, I've taken them out, of course. So is this even a feasible idea? What is not good here? What about the Delvers? If we take out Delver for even more defense. Let's try that. Prefer miscalculation over repulse. Okay. Yes. So now we have only defensive stuff. We are now totally controlled. And his life total do not matter. So it feels like we have gained some strength. And now it doesn't matter that we could have taken out Paris' charms. Calculation. 2 mana 1/1. That's gotta be okay. And I think it's the accumulated knowledge from us now to get closer to, or even cycle the miscalculation. We can do that next turn when stuff fails. We cast the accumulated knowledge. Missing land drops now is not what we want to do. Counter. Get to serrated arrows. Repeal something would be sweet. Live with that. And we can still repeal. I didn't leave one Delver in now, did I? So we'll repeal that Soul's Attendant. Or repeal that guy. Draw an extra card. Well, Serrated Arrows is nice now, but we'll take another round of beating, trying to counter a big threat. What are his big threats? The enlistment? What are we really afraid of? Well, there's one thing. Gonna counterspell it. And cycle the miscalculation in order not to miss land drops here, but I don't think... why not attack? There's the accumulated knowledge. So we still can counterspell and cast accumulated knowledge and get to serrated and counterspell mana. So do we have to counter this? I think we have to counter this. It will overwhelm us. Well, why doesn't he attack? That seems really bad. Ona's Grace! I think this was pretty efficient sideboarding. Do we really care? Not with a double. Okay, I should have killed, maybe I should have killed one, but yeah. Well, he deserves some help. And he's not attacking. Oh, he's trying to build up a huge thing. Now I can exclude and deprive. Or grace. I'll exclude the order. Deprive veteran armor. Now it's time to attack. It was so weird that he didn't attack. Look for more counterspells. Put on top. Put on top. Play the serrated arrows. Of course I can repeal the serrated arrows. That will be pretty awesome. Let it happen. Recycle this miscalculation, I think. The miscalculation is actually quite efficient against him now, so let's not do it. 1, 2, 3. Did I cast the repeal? No, I don't have it. Damn it. There it is. Oh, so I couldn't have gotten to it, could I? Okay, the win is set up, now we just have to live. For 5 mana left, so we can counter. Ooh. Yeah, taking out the creatures was a pretty good idea. So we miscalculate that. We raise. Well, this is why we wanted Muldrifter in the deck. Three mana. Let's have 4 mana. That's greedy, but that's the only creature we have, so he can try to kill it. Counterspell on the Veteran Armor. Well, he's so bad, so let's just let him live. I think I got this boxed up. Wow, I'm 4 minutes behind the clock, so he doesn't need to apologize for anything. So I'm gonna take him out with the serrated arrows and then repeal it. I have played plenty of mono blue control before. Time to bring up my dreaded Pauper document, which has plenty of stuff in it. $8-2, so that's not too much. Been 5 months since I dared touch it. So what am I playing against? Soul Sisters. I'm gonna win by 2-1. Changed to Schmirglia's winning list from a daily on March 22. Clue the link. And it's a win. I think it is pretty necessary to play the curse. We can pretty much end it here. I think there is no chance for him. I have the grace. My card advantage is so huge that I will win. He lost connection here, but he said about the lag, so I believe him. Might just be a clever ruse, but yeah. This is over anyway. Control, control, control. Sidebringing out creatures, except for Muldrifter. Very nice. He's back. Kill the surgeon. Keep the miscalculation, because his sense enlistment make them efficient. Repeal the serrated arrows. Playing a land feels very excessive. But if I do, I can play the Seagate Oracle. Yeah, let's get greedy. I'm gonna draw so many cards that I'm gonna mill myself. Okay, pretty sweet. Do I attack? It seems really stupid, but now I actually can. Accidentally cycling miscalculation seems like a real danger. So we play the serrated arrows. Pirate's Charm away his card. Guardian's Pledge. Seems like it always is Guardian's Pledge. Could have attacked with the Seagate Oracle. We don't have a counterspell. I didn't play land, did I? I played so many lands unnecessarily. Here. Getting overconfident. But no more lands. This enlistment resolves. That means that he needs 6 mana to flashback his strange thing. Repulse. Yeah. I don't blame him for conceding there. Shout out to Whisker for being a good sport, and thank you for watching.